Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and everything in between. First and foremost, Happy New Year's, Happy Holidays, everything that's been. Welcome to 2022. It can only get worse from here. Today, I'm joined by the one and only Ivatt connoisseur, Anthony Sims.
Or is he? Dun dun
Dun
dun.
dun. No, I am. So yeah, I got the right people for the job. And yeah, just welcome aboard. Take a seat, grab a snack. We're going to be doing some fun stuff today. So, as you can see by the title, today we shall be looking at this thing. It is the BR Standard Tomb T. I didn't get killed.
Sorry, what's that? I was just shouting in the knives.
It's the Ivatt tank from SSS, scripted by Victorworks and worked on by Skyhook Games. We're in for something today because I have been hearing stuff from many servers, and I have seen plenty of things myself, but I'll give it a fair chance. I'm gonna be fair. Everything I say is subjective. It's my opinion and what I've noticed. You can make your own opinions from this. I just know it's not what you'd expect. So, let's see. In the chat today, we have a bunch of people saying hello, evening, good days. Everyone's doing good. I hope you're all doing good and had a good time for the holidays and that you're, just settling back into the new year. That hopefully will be better than the last. I will also like to point out that I'm not going to be touching the advanced mode because fuck that shit. Oh, that whistle sharp. I forgot about that. It is a bit loud this time. It is definitely a bit loud. Happy New Year to you too, Reese, you magnificent little beauty of a Welshman. Alright, you can stop now, Mr. Ivatt. Henry Ivatt, you can stop now. Right, so the first thing we should say is this is by far the best livery in the pack. Okay? The weathered BR looks beautiful on this. I believe it was done by VP Ash? I think it was. And it's absolutely stunning. Like, you got the, I guess you could call this lime scaling. I'm not good at British terms. It looks very nice. It's nicely weathered. And if you can hear stuff in the background, we're training a new dog, so excuse my parents yelling and the dog barking, if that so happens. Yes, indeed. Yeah. So it's all right. But we do need to look at the counterparts, which is this. Now, don't get me wrong. I can dig this. This is fine. But this feels like I'm looking at my sense of humor. It's very dark. I guess it's supposed to be preserved and clean, but Jesus Christ, it is dark. So, bear in mind, this thing has been in development for what, 2 years now? So, that's why I'm being maybe a little bit critical, because of the time it's taken. For 2 years, you'd expect things to be buffed out, and I guess, okay, some people weren't, how do you say, as experienced as other people in the trains and deving community, but still, that's when you touch it up. Like, for example, brass is not yellow. I always think the British Railways looks weird, but it's supposed to be like that. The piping is fine. It's just the brass looks yellow. But then there's stuff like this that got through. Yeah, and it's just looking out into darkness. And then, this is gonna be... I might get shouted at for this, but Let's go into the cab real quick. First of all, it looks like I'm playing Borderlands. But then... why is there a texture sheet in this firebox door?
Whoops.
Look, alright. This is something, as a tester, you look at. You gotta look at the stuff. And if this slipped through the cracks, then... shit happens, but... yeah, no. The fire's alright. It looks like it's just solid melted, but it's not the worst I've seen. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the cab. I think stuff looks a bit clunky, ill-proportioned maybe, but I don't know. I've never seen one in real life. Yeah. But other than that, I like to look at the weather ones a lot. And they're probably the only ones I'll be driving. Because looking into my soul over there, the black one, ain't for me. What's the worst I've seen? A static fire inside the firebox. Just no movement at all, just a static fire. It looks like it's a lighter. Straight magma, yeah. Yeah, it's... like I said, if you go search up the game Borderlands, like the first one, and then look in the cab, it looks the same, in my opinion. And the brass isn't very brassy. This is brass. This is not perfect brass, but it's brass. And yes, I placed that down to compare it before I said something stupid. But I can't keep banging on about it unless I've tried it. So, why don't we take it for a little jaunt up to Redwick and Chiltern Hills. Now, I will be honest, it's Victory Works, so I am expecting something. I'm expecting to not derail at the first convenient moment, so let's stop before I do that.
Suddenly junk.
No, we're good. Yeah. I wouldn't be so sure, James, but I hope they do. I just think it would be understandable if it was like 3-4 months and kind of felt rushed, but it feels rushed after 2 years. Which is very sad. Like, how do I say this? I wouldn't have a problem with it as much, like the textures, if they were consistent, but they aren't. Like, look here, okay? So you have the grayish with slight smidges. It's more BR dark gray, if you ask me, than BR black.
I think,
then,
like, you think the word to describe it is like, this is a work, like, this is an engine that's been worked, like, eek.
Yeah.
It's worked, so the paint's not as, like, there's sort of, you could call a light weathering on it, but it looks fine. The one on the left just looks
like
off.
yeah, it looks dark. You want to see a good example of a dark BR black? Look no further than this guy. I think this is a very good BR black. Many people might not like it, and yes, hello, Buck. Yeah, it's just... yeah.
The problem is, it's like, we might as well say, because I think it's obvious, like, the liveries have not been made by the same person. Like several people have had their hands in the pot when it comes to, like, doing the textures.
And unfortunately, that harms the product a little bit because it's not consistent. Which is, yeah, it isn't great for the product. It's like, think of it as a game of Chinese whispers. Okay? The sentence starts out as something, and then by each person that hears the sentence and repeats it, it changes slightly until it becomes unrecognizable. And that is the problem with it skipping hands a lot. In my opinion, anyways. I will say, I like the look of the Ivatt tanks, and in this condition, it looks beautiful. Well, we did just go into the carriage sheds, which I didn't mean to do. James just called me out on that. We'll go forwards again and ignore that just happened. Yeah, BR Void. That's what I would call it too. Like, and I'm a sucker for BR Black, and most of my clothing is black. My go-to colors, unless you count the Sweden stuff Anthony made for me,
Right.
is black and red. Like, that's my keyboard's black and red, my computer mouse is black and red, my computer itself is red with, or black with red LEDs. Hello, Adam. What's up? But yeah, so I'm gonna give it a fair run. I have high hope. English. It's not my first language. I have high hopes for the simulation of this thing. I do actually have very high hopes for that. Because it's Victory Works, and yes, they might have their hiccups as fucking Victory Works, but mostly I like their simulation a lot. The SSS sale ends sometime, but I don't think the Ivatt's in the sale. I think it's excluded from the sale. I might be wrong. Try it out. If it works, Bob's your uncle. I don't know if I used that term right, but fuck it. Mr. Stard, why are you staring at the bridge? Yes, this bridge is made of... Look at this fucker. Alright, we getting close? The sounds are alright until you hit the space bar, which is... It sounds like a pig squealing after you grab its balls. The collision is pretty good. Alright, so today we have this on some LMS Grampians, because LMS and BR go together like ham and banana. Finley, you know Mr. Stard is S-T-A-R-D, not Stark, right? What does the whistle sound like? It has 3 cylinders. That's good. I like that. Okay. Well, no time like the present. Let's head up the line, shall we? I don't have my fucking controller plugged in, so we'll see how this goes. Oof. Well, it's moving, so that's good. The thing is, I feel like I've been spoiled with cab views, so I don't think I'm gonna get the stuff I'm used to. Is it gonna bounce back? Okay, it's slightly one outside. I'll deal with this one. But yeah, I will say this is definitely the best variant in the pack. The other one's up at Redwick waiting for us, and then those two are just not my favorites. Especially the deep black one, that just looks off. I'm just glad it doesn't shine, alright? I'm just glad it does not shine like it's been lubed to hell and back. Because if it did that, then I wouldn't be... I don't think I could keep this thing installed if it shined. At least until someone did a texture swap like... or not texture swap, texture fix like on the counties. Well, it is shifting. give it that. It is shifting a little bit. Does it have a B whistle? No, it does not. Shift space. Control space. Yep. How was my Holy Bobs? It was fucking great. Now I'm back home and it's aight. You guys are about to hear yourself, or hear me twice for a millisecond. Because I'm about to open my thing so I can get you guys in real time. Like that, and mute. Got it. To hell and back playing. Actually, I went from hell and back. I left hell and came back. So, I'm gonna do something new here. But I'm gonna save it until we get up to Redwick to get everyone's opinion. Go. You know what? It's doing alright. I'm not pushing it to its fullest right now to try and get it to speed. But it's shifting. Let's see, do we have some other news? This is now the most up-to-date version of the route. I have upgraded the route a bunch and built a new section on it. And I've also replaced the grass all around the route. Because I've just joined, what do you think of the Ivatt, Chris? It's a Loco. This is the best it gets, in my opinion, right here. I do like some of the features here, like that thing that I don't know what's called. Right there, that's just bouncing back and forth. Is it a lubricator? Might be. You guys know more about trains than me. Yeah, no. It's like I said, the only issue I really have with this variant is the cab. Speaking of the cab, I heard a little rumor that the reverser clips. Yep. So that's another thing. The thing is, everyone makes mistakes while modeling. You can look at, like, for example, the cathedral with the clipping off the crosshead. It happens. Shit happens. But this one has a lot of things I've noticed so far that just... No, Tom, don't worry. I saw it yesterday, and I've already shown it off. It's, yeah. Let me just close the F4. And show it again to all the new people. Even though I can't, because fuck me, cab you. Basically, people, that's the texture sheet you can see down there. So, Records, would you recommend these, and do you think the price reflects the product? No, not for full price. In my opinion, full price is a no-go. If you got it on the pre-order, yes. On a sale, even better. So far, it feels quite nice to drive. I'll give it that. It's nice to drive. The wet... Hang on a minute. Oh, dear God.
What?
I've noticed something. Look closely at my engine, right? You see it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just me, or does something seem off here?
Oh, what? You think the wheels aren't showing?
No.
Or the valve gear?
It's a different variant. Look.
Oh.
Look, you can see the weathering lime scales and stuff here, right?
Oh, right, I see. Yep, whoops.
And then you click 1, and that's the clean variant. Ooh. That's an oof. I mean, it's not the first time that's happened, but 2 years? 2 years. Yeah. Yeah. That's not brilliant. Well. Glad we've established this. Hey guys, look, it's Mr. Dexby. Look at Mr. Dexby. Alright, now how are the brakes on this thing? The brakes are, oh my god, we're about to overrun on this thing. Come on, Mickey Mouse, don't fail me now. Nope, it stopped. Who would have fucking thunk? That's a Trains player? Yeah, well this is not Trains, this is Train Simulator. We have not entered Redwick 0, we have entered Colford. But yeah, to the new people, here's the firebox. I gotta go in, oh, whoops. I gotta go into Cabby for this one, actually. Yeah. I don't know how you get a texture sheet to show up in the firebox. But it's there. I'm trying to figure. That looks like the cab. I'm still unsure what this is. It looks like the cab. Yeah, it's the cab. That's the cab. Yep. Okay. So the cab textures are in the firebox. Yeah. I think it's just another thing of too many cooks in the kitchen, you know. I want it to be good because I have sort of fallen for the Ivats thanks to a certain someone, but yeah, it's a shame really. And I will point this out, right? Just for reference reference to people. Mistakes happen. Okay, that's a mistake. Holy fuck, what the fuck is happening to my route? Let's fix that. Jesus Christ. Alright. Let me just point out what I mean, okay? So, on my baby cathedral, the crosshead clips with the, you know, the motion. The A5, which is one of my favorite tank engines, the regulator handle isn't centered and therefore it clips a little bit. Mistakes happen. But Chris built this in what? A couple of months? 2 years. And we have just entered hell. Are we about to do what I think we're about to do? Well, we're recreating episode 10, boys.
Quick, Jeremy, hide.
Yeah, Jeremy, hide quickly. Spoilers. Let's not go up the abandoned branch. Jesus Christ, I gotta pay attention more. Well, that's the beauty of these things. They are unscripted, unfunny, and unpop. No, hang on. Nah, we do have a little bit of fun here. It's not meant to be super serious. I'm just some guy driving trains. Is Mr. Star still floating over here somewhere? Nah, I got rid of him. Great discovery. Funnily enough, James Smith, we had that joke in a Discord call earlier. Nice one. Yeah, it's the Mickey Mouse tank. Alright, let's actually set my path here real quick, huh? That's never actually happened before, that it's defaulted me of the abandoned branch. I'm kind of shocked, to be honest. Let's see, how about you? You said correctly. You're going straight. I'm just doing this so we don't fuck up. You're going correctly. I know you're going to be fucked. No, you're good. How about you? You're also good. How about up here? You curve left. And you catch it. And you go straight, and you go straight, and then, yeah, no, it's fine. Okay, so, we're good. Let's go. Bye-bye. Oh, tired. You're tired. So yeah, this is a bit of a controversial one, I know. But that's the thing about being the, what would you call it?
Consumer?
Well, yeah, the consumer, and also the, one of the guys who review these things. Like, I don't want people to think I'm biased towards any developer, because I'm not. Like, yeah, Chris made the cathedrals, which I love him for, but if he fucks something up, I have told him in the past, like, for example, the, fuck something up. If Chris makes a mistake, I usually let him know, either with the stream or with, like, a message, or, on the cathedral when the simulation wasn't quite up to what we wanted, then it got fixed. He takes on the criticism and fixes it. I'm just hoping the same thing will be done with this. Because this is something I'd expect made in a couple of months back in 2015, maybe 16. To be completely honest, like, you know, you gotta, how do you say it? Is that cab clipping? No, that's just how the cab was formed. Okay. Yeah, it's just, it feels like it should have been released ages ago. I'm not saying that's a bad thing either, like, The Grange, when was that released? 16, right?
15, technically.
Yeah, okay, so Grange was released in 2015. That's one of my favorite locals to drive to this day. You know, it's just, I don't know. I think Chris has spoiled us a little bit with the quality of his stuff. But still, the mistakes in this, if it's taken 2 years to develop, mother of God, it's not great. Ian is yelling, I'm not paying 13 quid for that. Well, it's $14.50 now for all the consumers who want it. But Chris, you're getting a new Grange. Yes, I am, and I can't fucking wait. And Ian, technically, I'm not getting it yet. The new Grange is going to come way after the haul. Just because you guys didn't win that poll for me. And I'm unfortunately also going to have to bring up something that's very controversial. But there's a livery missing from the pack, and that's the Keithlin Valley one. I understand that if you're using the Keithlin Valley livery, you're gonna have to pay Keithley a percentage. But isn't that helping Heritage? It feels a bit weird to me. If the Keithley livery is the only livery of that pack, for the livery pack, yeah, it's just gonna feel a bit off to me, to be honest. Happy New Year's to the Americans as well, Ian, except for the weird ones in crack houses. So everyone except California. Well, pretty much. Oh, so yeah, I've updated this area a little bit. It's not complete and finished yet, because as you can see, the grass is acting like a bit of a cunt. But it's getting somewhere. The grass is just being a prick right now. Defaulting back to that. So, you know, we're getting somewhere. But I decided to try some VP trees around this area to make it look more alive. And I think it worked.
What are these coaches you've got, by the way?
These are the Grampians, but in LMS Period 1 livery.
Oh.
Because fuck the purists. Because Chris, motherfucker, hey, Ian, make a route to this standard. I dare you. Well, we're making up the hill. Hello, Insane Edward. Welcome to the stream. You know, this hill isn't that steep, but it's still fun to drive up and see if the engines can manage it. You can already hear me respond to that, Finley. Well, I'm sorry to say, but that's just rude, Ashton Hall. That is just Finley rude, Ashton Hall, if you have to say. I think every company was Mad Lads in the beginning, and then they just mellowed out. Unless you're bullied, then you just... Yeah, you're fucked in the head. You're done. Okay. Yeah, Ian didn't like my pun. I'm not gonna stop at Easter Junction because, yeah, fuck you, Virgil. Simply put, just fuck you, Virgil.
Go and infect yourself, Mr. Virgin.
Bye. And this is where Buck nearly killed someone. Again. I will say, this thing, simulation-wise, I dig it. I like it. Next season, Virgil comes chasing Ivatt Buckstall. Yeah. He'd probably catch up. But no, I'll have to say, I do actually really like how this thing handles. It doesn't feel too fast. I say as we're doing 60, which is 100 kilometers. But like, yeah, it's just, it feels right. It feels completely right. How many times has Buck tried to kill or nearly killed someone? Well, every time he's derailed, he's nearly killed his crew. Mr. Johnson probably could have died if he wasn't treated. Some stuff will come later that you haven't seen yet. There was the people on the platform with Clint and Clint's crew and his own crew. You know, a lot of stuff. To be honest, I don't like the cap testers or the whistle on the Ivatt. It's not worth the wait for me. No, it isn't. I agree. The whistle is very squealy. I know it might be like that in real life, but if you can modify the pitch of it so it doesn't hurt your ears when you blow it, pretty nice. The cab looks like it's in Borderlands, as I've said, like on a reel. It looks like, just look up Borderlands and tell me yourself what you think. Also, the fact that that thing clips and the textures aren't even correct on the outside compared to the Loco. Whoops. Like, compared to the livery variant. It's a control space whistle. It's like 3 or 4 variants, I think. Three or 4 variants. Oh, they were called Mickey Mouse Nights after the whistle. Okay, well, fair enough then. Can't argue with that. Can't argue with that. I don't know. 2 years to develop and still be the way it is. It's just, it feels rushed, but I don't know how it can be rushed with the way it was. Like, yeah, it's just weird. Calling him out. Yeah, I know, Ian. I know. Someone said it to me in the Discord column. I can't unsee it. Oh, by the way, for those watching the stream who have clicked the link below to join the Discord server, go read the rules and then go into the rules chat to get access to the actual server itself, because I'm not going to be adding people unless they actually click the button. I am not hand-holding you through that. Ooh, a stand-your hooter on this thing would be nice.
I mean, that's basically what they're supposed to have, isn't it?
I don't know. You're the expert. You tell me.
Well, Ivatt tanks that I've seen, they generally have very low hooter-type whistles.
Okay, so this high-pitched shit shouldn't be.
Well, it sounds like the whistle's clogged to me, by hearing it.
Oh. Yeah. No. I can see that one. Oh, dear God.
What?
Nah, I just see Joel's let loose the auto-clicker on something. You like the 3 bridges? I like it too. It's quite a nice thing. Yeah, Jordan doesn't like it either. Funny. Alright. We're approaching the final approach to the approach. And the grass hasn't yet loaded in. Brilliant. Thank you, Train Simulator, for having great loading distances. Is the Ivatt going to be the Rails Refuge? If someone else makes one, maybe. I don't know. I doubt it, to be honest. I like him. Don't get me wrong. But I already have a prairie. What? Was that spoilers? What? Sorry, someone spoiled something. Anthony, I can't believe you spoiled.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The thing is, not every Loco... okay, I just plucked my mic out of fucking... Whoops. Let's not do that. Yeah. No, so it's like I'm... Grass, please load in. Grass? Grass? Hello? Oh, there it goes. Yeah. It's like I've said. This locomotive is good for maybe 2 or... like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago? Pretty good. But it's so inconsistently textured. The whistle sound is a bit weird. You have stuff like the inside of the cab that doesn't look anything like the rest of the model. Brasswork's kind of daft. And the firebox has a fucking texture sheet in it. Yeah, I know you can read the script, Ian. You are a voice actor. You're supposed to be able to read the script. But yeah. No, I don't know. There's also the fact that, I don't know. It's inconsistently textured. How would I personally charge it? Under 10. I'd say $9.99 is fine. Well, basically £10 then. Like, knock £5 off it, then maybe it's good. Yeah. It's not because, like, I can see the work that has been put into it. It's not perfect. And for 2 years and the wait we've had and the hype built around it and all the showing off of it. Yeah, it's not right. Also, if you guys see something different, let me know. I can't see anything different from what I've shown you before. You'd rather BMG do it? Fair enough. I don't like BMG stuff that much. Trust me, they look beautiful. Don't get me wrong. Don't go with the pitchforks, BMG fanboys, but I don't like advanced locos.
Meanwhile, Redwick had a facelift.
Yeah, it's had a bit of a lift, for sure. And we're now rolling into Redwick, which has also had a bit of a facelift, because I've changed the grass. It seems half-assed, yes, I agree. Oh, that's something I need to fix, whoops. I'd say the problem is it isn't half-assed so much as it's been bouncing around with too many chefs. Like, too many people have touched it and changed it and added their own thing. Like, on the Isle of Wight variants, right? The Isle of Wight variants are dark black, void, preserved. They also have the... what's it called? They have
The Westinghouse pump.
Yeah, the Westinghouse pump, which is from Caledonia Works, and you can tell the difference in texturing and quality so easily. And that in and of itself is a bit of a... it's a bit of a Frankenstein's monster, really.
I think as far as textures are concerned, they should have let like one person handle doing the different livery variants.
Yeah.
Because the problem is, like, when you have different people like throwing in different ones, and let's be honest, the actual like quality of the people in question is very mixed.
Yeah.
You've got some that are really good, like VP, but then you've got the preserve variants, which don't look very good.
There's room for improvement, like not making the thing jet black, for example. But like,
Yeah.
the thing.
But when you basically have like people of just like inconsistent qualities, basically adding stuff to it, it kind of just hampers the product.
Yeah. And also, I might be wrong, but it looks to me like it's tilting a little bit forward. That might just be the tank itself, and I'm blind. Don't worry about it. Can we see the Isle White Ivats? I'll do that at the end. It's basically the same as the one I showed you down at Manifell, but with a Westinghouse pump. It's exactly the same, but it has a Westinghouse. But yeah, that's the passenger up to Redwick side of the stream. I might gotta bother to shunt. Is the whistle supposed to be floating? The whistle isn't floating. Let's look at this one over here, the other variant. The whistle isn't floating, is it? The whistle is floating.
I forgot about that.
That's supposed to be resting on top of the thing, isn't it?
Hmm?
Is that supposed to be resting on top of the thing?
Yes.
I can tell because of...
Probably. Which version's this?
This is the LMS variant after the war.
Ah, right. Let me look at the number real quick. Not the letters, the numbers.
Let it catch up, Anthony.
Thing is, I'm hoping that these, like, I'm looking at these, like, I want to say that these are improved because I remember when they first showed these off and the number was just like plain gill sounds.
Yeah.
Against like the fake LMS layering when they should have been sort of like more of the same thickness.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it looks like they've improved it.
Yeah. Yeah, also, yeah, 1202, funny joke. I actually placed this down at Manifell, and I saw it was, god damn it, clipping issue. I saw it was 1202, and I was like, I'm driving this. I am touching this thing, and I'm driving it. So, we're gonna be driving it. Before we do that, I'm gonna fix the void. Feck off void.
Fake off, void!
Say to a nice cup. Feck off cup. So they say the void's behind the shed. I have that issue with tunnel stuff, but fuck it. Alright, so we're going to take the LMS variant today on a freight train. Because, why not? Still a high-pitched sound. So what do you guys think? Should we do cab first, or should we do, like,
See, looking
first?
at this livery though, like this livery doesn't look
No,
too
no,
bad.
no.
At least the black doesn't.
Yeah. No. These are my two favorite liveries. I checked through all of them just to make sure I didn't pick a shit one. HD 650. I am okay. I'm just a bit baffled at these fucking things. Do not put it into DR Green, Jordan. Tom will flip. Anyways, yeah. Little Rick. Yes, indeed, Tom. It is Little Rick. 1, 2, 2. But yeah, fuck it. We'll do bunker first. It's not something I do often. Oh, what's my favorite gag I did in RTR? It's either making Tom sing Get Lucky without him knowing. And the turntable with Pat. Those are my two favorites. You got one, Anthony?
Oh, what, favorite gag?
Favorite RTR gag? I mean, the BR-52 one is iconic, but...
Oh, rip. Tanking distance.
Fucking tanking distance. Yes.
My word is final. Now scoot over, old man. You're talking mad shit for someone within tanking distance. Ah, yes. That.
I also love... Hey, for those of you who didn't notice, if you look closely in the scene where it's introducing Levinery Industries, and Mr. Dexby is there talking, there's a Mr. Dexby sitting on the roof of Levinery Industries. Mr. Dexby is watching Mr. Dexby. It's a bit of a mindfuck.
Well, it does ring true to his always watching.
Mm-hmm.
After all, one man can't be always watching everywhere in the world at once.
Well, he can if he clones himself.
That's what I mean.
Because in episode 5, when Buck said something like, one more word and no workshop allowed, I'll be able to fix what I do to you. What's that quote from the 4-star? One more word and no Dragon Ball will be able to fix what I do to you. Yes, it was. It was indeed a Team 4-star reference. It's not time travel, it's Dexby's cloned himself. There are Dexby clones. That's the meta now. For those of you who know what Dragon Ball is, go watch Team 4-star's Dragon Ball Z Abridged. If you haven't, what the fuck are you doing? Anyways, let's get Mickey Mouse moving. We have an appointment with the end of the line. You had someone defending the outcomes. There's always going to be people who defend, alright? There are people who are going to be biased. There are people who are going to... Like, at the end of the day, a finished product, that stuff is not okay. Like... Yes, making mistakes is fine, and if they can't be fixed, so be it. But address them. There are always going to be problems with products. Nothing's perfect. But you gotta not let that be the motto. Nothing's perfect. Well, yeah, you have those people, and to those people, what you do is you turn and you don't speak to them. And if they keep talking or mentioning you, you don't reply to them. Because at the end of the day, they're going to be preaching to the choir. That's the simple fact of how to deal with stuff like that. I'm the Gandhi of this generation? No, I've just been burned so many times. I know how to avoid fire. That's just the simple fact. You gotta learn to adapt. Some people are just like talking to a wall, and when they speak back, you ignore the wall. Simple as. Also, that thing's pissing me off, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. Hello, you. Fuck off. Thank you. Well, you are.
Is that a sunken barn or something?
No, that was a foot crossing. Right. So, are you a wall, Chris? Fuck no. I'm not a wall. I am actually very easily to sway if you come up with a good argument. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I interrupt this program to bring you a poll. You guys get to decide your own adventure. Even though we're going to overshoot, don't worry, I'll fix it. You guys get to pick your own adventure here. Which way do we go, guys? Do you go left? Or do we go right? Left or right? That's your options. I'm giving you... I'll give you... Let's see... I'll give you another minute now to decide if we go left or right. Well, right, you already know. It's back down to Redwick. Left is a part of the railway I've only shown off in Discord servers, but not my own. And you might have heard of it in episode 1. It's called the Dock Branch. See, you guys have 15 more seconds to change your opinions. And by the looks of the fucking opinions already, I might as well just move forwards a little bit so we can correct my little driving mistake. And it's a ding ding ding. We are going left. My, who would have thought that would have happened, eh, Anthony?
Well.
Things just got out of hand. Right, well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first exclusive look of the Dock Branch. And yes, I was hoping for this outcome. Oh, hang on. This one looks to be... Wait, is it? Is it? Oops. 3. Yeah, this one looks right. The cadmium on this one's right. Will the Beetle Crusher work on the Dark Branch? I don't know. Will he? It depends what Rab wants to do, because clearly he's no fucking pushover.
On my phone, the new is known as a Beetle Crusher, and that'll do. Anyway, I wasn't even done.
I love him. Rab is probably my favorite Scottish person ever. Every Scottish person I've ever met. Sad. Let's do this from third person view so that we can get a good look. Oh yeah, I forgot Ian's the Scottish immigrant, even though he's fucking American. Yeah, yank. I am totally just yanking your chain. Oh fuck, I derailed.
Shots brought, no.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today. I guess we're just gonna have to leave it at... No, I'm joking. Of course I'm joking. We will have to fix this in a jiffy. Oops. Hey, it wouldn't be a Chris stream if I didn't derail it. At the end of the series, only certain engines that have been on the line for a long time will have memories of the Dark Branch. And no, because the Dark Branch was never built. The Dark Branch was planned for Mr. Starr before BR took over, but then when BR took over, they shut it down. So now it's I think Mr. Starr just said, "Fuck it, I'll do it in private." So let's just quickly fly up to Redwick and fix this shit and pretend like nothing ever happened, okay? We agree on that? Nothing ever happened. It was only game.
It is now officially a Chris stream. No, this isn't a Caledonia Works stream.
Haha, funny. I spelled with a CH. King Ori. Even though he made a promise to not, or to always misspell my name. I think that was him anyways. Good times. Plunk. Yep, bonk. Let's try that again, shall we?
Suddenly derails instantly as you load up.
It just bounces up the rails.
So first of all, what is this station?
This is this is what we will call Lower Redwick, which is ironic this place is higher up than Redwick over there. So yeah, this is Lower Redwick, which has its very own Lord Stavel and his trusty companion, Mr. Dexby. Yeah, this is Lower Redwick, which you will see in episode 5 of season 2 for the first time. Spoilers! So, Chris, on a scale of 1 to my day has been ruined, how do you rate the Ivats? I'd rate it maybe a 10 to a day has been ruined. Then I would definitely say I'd say a 6.5. Yeah. It's fun to drive. It just deliveries can be a bit jank and production isn't brilliant. Alright, well, enough of that. Let's head towards the tunnel. If Dave was here, he'd be shitting himself.
You would with this tunnel because
It's a long tunnel.
This is like OG Cole tunnel. For those who don't remember, Cole tunnel when first built was like how many miles long?
100 miles, 100. I don't know.
The Chris has basically built the channel tunnel here.
Yeah. I dare you to only using cap controls? I am only using cap controls. I'm not clicking and dragging. I am using my keyboard.
Hey Joey, did you eat my sandwich? I am your sandwich.
Unless you're talking about when I inject and stuff. I can only do that on the cathedral properly. And yes, I know that's a thing there. Oh, wait, it's gone. Never mind. Haha, get fucked. The good news about this tunnel is it's not done. This whole line is not done yet. There is plenty to be done here. but its basic construction is complete to the point where I am happy with it. Yeah, and there are some glitches, but fucking hell. And where are we going? And we're going, yeah, we're going. Don't worry, we'll get this thing sped up. We'll get it sped up. Don't worry. I'm just taking it slow and easy until we can hit the break point. You know what? Let's go wait for the train. Look out for the train. Over here. Yeah, let's go wait for the train over here. As you can see, indeed. Wait for it. Oh.
Hey, look, it's the Manchester United team.
No, yeah, sorry. It's over here. There it is. The tunnel has an end. Yeah, Ian wasted money on War Thunder. Yeah, this is the bottom of the hill. The bottom of the hill. The bottom of the bottom of the bottom of the hill. And I made this nice little... I'm just showing this off while also showing off the Ivatt because, to be honest, I put more work into this. That's rude. I'm sorry. That's rude. But yeah, seriously. Yeah, built this little nice garden area for the Sailormen to not be bored shitless. Oh, here he comes. I should probably check the point, shouldn't I?
Which line are you on? You're on the...
Yeah, it's good. Points are good here. Points are very much good here. And are we going into the dock here? Yes, we are. Yeah, we're good. And I missed the Ivatt. Oh, well. Oh, dear. Hassad. Never mind. Yeah. This is the dock branch, people. This is what you're getting. It's a worse version of the Mid-Wessex. Except this is single track, which is the Mid-Wessex is double track. This is single track, and I hate single track sections. So that says something about how much I've sacrificed for this line. You know how much I've sacrificed? It's just a nice little jaunt with this thing. Yeah, specific engines will be allocated to work in this line, and there's a very specific reason for it. And you'll see that once we get a bit further down. The view is stunning. I really do like this. Just like untouched nature. Can't wait for the third part of the Industrial Revolution to just tear all those trees down and build like an oil refinery, a supermarket, and a play park for kids.
Chop this goddamn forest down so we can get to work on our new project.
Oh yeah, also I made this waterfall. Because one wasn't enough over on the Eastwood branch.
Because it's not a train simulator route without a waterfall.
Exactly. It is a very nice area. Now here comes the fun part, guys. Not to mention the lunch users parking lot. Yep, very true. We need to slow down. Or else we might kill someone. Don't worry, King Artie, I'm not gonna touch this. Oh, there's something over there. Welcome to a new town that I haven't named yet, but it's very American inspired. As you can see by the shitty houses. But also, it's just a nice little thing I made. I haven't got a proper name for it yet. I have not named this area. I am gonna be naming it. I just haven't taken the time. I've just built it 90%. Yeah, it's just a nice little town with a superior prairie platform. And then we exit the town. Custard cream stock. No. Indeed, Lord Prairie. You'll be seeing him one day. Yeah, it looks very similar to one of the places on New West 6. I took inspiration. Sue me. Don't literally sue me. I don't have that much money to begin with. Fuck. I have been sued. How long did it take me to build a dock branch? So initially, it took about 3-4 days because I didn't sleep, which was bad. Yes, I know. To get the layout done and start scenerizing up until the town you just saw. And then I updated the scenery with some VP trees later. I got burnout, so I left it for a month. And then the section you saw after the tunnel, I completed in 2-3 days. So I'd say, if you didn't take into account the break I took from Train Simulator, it took me a bit more than a week to build. Oops. I just broke my computer. Whee! And now, there's something in the distance. What could it be? We cross this raggedy ass wooden bridge. Which totally wasn't Skarloey Railway inspired. And then we now enter Greymouth Harbor. We'll get to the station later. But yes, we now enter Greymouth Harbor, which it's not much, but it's an honest dock.
The 1950s. Greymouth Harbour was not really a lot, really.
Yep.
It was a time of saying, fuck it, why not?
Indeed, Rooney, it was, Anthony.
And you're gonna crash if you're not careful.
Yeah, I know. I'm braking. I'm not braking hard enough. I'm not braking hard enough. Boy, yet. All the handbrakes. We're good. So yeah, this is Greymouth Harbor. Which is, like I said, it's not much. It's very American looking because Bessemer Lake Erie had the best assets. Yeah, it's just a nice little quaint harbor that I built. But yes, the main focus of this event, which is the Ivatt tank, has now arrived at the dock with some wares for the people, and we're gonna bring him to the sheds.
Greymouth Harbour, where Sib dumps his victims after killing them.
Gareth got the reference. So yeah, it's just a nice little place that was active in World War One and Two. It has a pillbox, because why not? Also a fucking castle, but we'll talk about that when you actually get to it. Is that enough? That's not enough. Damn it, Anthony. There we go, and we're good. Come on, Mickey Mouse, move forwards. You're off to the big screen. Let's see how we're doing for time. I started streaming 78 minutes ago. I think that's a very nice thing. USA dock tank for USA dock. Well, it's not a USA dock, and we don't have a good USA dock tank in Train Sim, so unfortunately, no. Maybe next year. Then again, I'm not really a big fan of the S100s. How about our Class 21? Not the biggest fan. Not gonna lie. Someone's a winner. Someone got it right. A weed coal tank. I'm not. I would have done if it was. If a certain Loco hadn't been released, yeah, the coal tank would be working here. But unfortunately, the winner has already been picked. So let's stop and move over, like the Spice Girls. Oops. And get you back into your sheds. True, King Ori. Very true. Quick, also a little thing to look at. This is the little town area. Not really town, but this is like the station area. And as you can see, I've done a little creative design decision and added this. Just a nice little. It's a tourist area. It's a tourist area with a work shed and that. No, we're not having those down here. I remember what happened with the Mark II coaches. That was a disaster.
No, not the new Mark IIs.
No. Why do I have a house in the platform? I'll show you in a sec. Oh, your house. Aha, funny. Never mind. I have arrived very late indeed. Yes, you are, because I'm about to end. So, Yellow Mickey Mouse tank will be reversing into the sheds where the leader of the dock and the guy who, well, the shunter of the dock, is already waiting. Was there ever any doubt? Now, closing thoughts. Is it worth it? On a sale, yes. On a sale, it's very worth it. Right now, I'd hold my horses. Between the, wait, hang on a minute. Does this not have the texture sheet? Hang on, I did not check that. I need to check that. We have interrupted this program to bring you, does it have the fucking texture sheet? No, it does not. So whoever did this, congratulations, you did it right. There is no thing here. However, it's still an issue with like floating whistles and the cab looking straight out of Borderlands, and yeah, I'd say this is it's not something I'm going to be driving often unless it's the weathered variant and we're doing a prairie race. It's just not for me. Which is a shame because I like these things. But unfortunately the quality drags it down and it's just fucked, really. 2 years of development and so many faults that aren't going to get fixed because the whistle hovering, that's going to have to require to move it down, and that's texture sheet's going to be fixed, and that's a lot of work. The texture sheet in the cab firebox on the other variants, I'm hoping that's an easy fix because that'd be good. But yeah, it's just, it's not perfect. It's just not perfect. Yeah, so with those closing thoughts, I'm gonna leave it here for tonight. Everyone go over to Tom's channel, because I'm pretty sure he's airing episode 1 of season 11, which is a fucking banger, if I do say so myself, even though I'm not in it, but I have seen it. So, you guys should go enjoy that after this. But, for now, yes, Oliver, I just said that. Welcome late to the party. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Peace.